Mama June star Shannon has had a tendency to create controversy in the reality TV realm. Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Her drug addiction and a never-ending list of toxic relationships have made headlines. Over the years, the celeb has spent a lot on her obsession, and it seems that now she is regretting all her life decisions. Recently, fans noticed Shannon and Justin trying everything under the sun just to earn a buck. Hence, it seems that now this couple is really in need of money and is ready to do anything to survive. Are they really broke? Are they out of funds now? Mama June, fans feel Shannon and her husband really need money now. Fans have always felt that none of Shannon's life decisions were practical and calculated. She simply went with the flow and was carried away with her addiction and obsessions. However, now it seems that Mama June has to bear the harsh consequences of everything she has ever done in life. Recently, she was live on TikTok like always. Coincidentally, her husband, Justin Stroud, was also live at that time promoting his $450 gift card giveaway that he had been advertising for almost a week now. On the other hand, Shannon talked about her wedding and how much she paid for it. Meanwhile, she also advertised a random candy company. As per the celeb, it used to send her free stuff whenever she took its name during her live sessions. Mama June viewers were quick to notice how neither Shannon nor Justin has a real job, and perhaps they are really in need of money now. A disgusted user wrote, "Yikes. Back up." Another one claimed, as long as fans pay their bills with dollar from the latest grift, they will grift and grift more. It was evident that viewers were really tired of watching Shannon and Justin promoting random things just to earn some bucks. Hence, they suggested the couple get a real job. Mama June, where did all of Shannon's money go? Shannon has admitted that she had some expensive addictions in the past. She confessed that she used cocaine quite a bit during Mama June. From not to hot. Moreover, the celeb ended up spending a hefty share on casinos and drugs. As per the reports, June spent around $1 million on drugs that too in a year. This go-with-the-flow decision of hers might have surely affected her financial condition. Hence, the matriarch has now started to call herself a coupon queen, and is now back to penny pinching, as per the current scenario. After all these expenses, Shannon wanted to walk down the aisle with her husband. Hence, she decided to exchange vows in an oceanfront ceremony in Panama City, Florida. Though initially her wedding seemed to be an expensive one, June claimed that it cost only $13,000. She reduced the list to just 38 guests, including only her family and friends, to cut out the expenses. Hence, the celeb successfully had a lavish wedding on a reasonable budget. Yet, it is evident that she is dealing with financial crisis these days. Keep coming back to TV season and spoilers for all the latest Mama June tea. The sun hung low in the Georgia sky, casting long shadows across the small town of McIntyre. In a modest house tucked away on a quiet street, Mama June Shannon and her son, Justin, sat at the kitchen table, their faces etched with worry. Once, they had been household names, stars of a reality TV show that had captivated audiences across the nation. But fame, like the Georgia sun, had proven fleeting, leaving them in its shadow, struggling to make ends meet. As Mama June stirred a pot of spaghetti on the stove, Justin tapped away on his phone, his brow furrowed in concentration. "We gotta figure something out, Mama," he said, his voice tinged with frustration. "We're barely scraping by as it is." Mama June sighed, her shoulders slumping. "I know, honey," she replied, her voice weary. "But it ain't easy finding work when everyone knows who you are." For years, they had lived in the glare of the spotlight, their every move documented and dissected by the tabloids. But now, with their show canceled and their savings dwindling, they were just another struggling family in small-town Georgia. As they sat in silence, the sound of a car pulling into the driveway shattered the stillness. Mama June peered out the window, her heart sinking as she saw the familiar sight of a repo truck parked outside. "They're here for the car, Mama," Justin said, his voice hollow. Mama June felt a lump form in her throat as she watched the tow truck driver hook up their car and drive away. It was just the latest in a long line of setbacks that seemed to plague them at every turn. But despite the mounting pressure, Mama June refused to give up hope. She was determined to find a way to provide for her family, no matter what it took. Chapter 2. Desperate Measures. As the days turned into weeks, Mama June and Justin found themselves sinking deeper into debt. With bills piling up and no steady income in sight, they knew they had to take drastic action to keep a roof over their heads. One evening, as they sat around the kitchen table, Mama June broached the subject hesitantly. "I've been thinking," she began, her voice trembling slightly. "Maybe we ought to try something different." Justin looked up from his phone, his eyes narrowing in confusion. "What do you mean, Mama?" Mama June took a deep breath, steeling herself for what she was about to suggest. "I mean, maybe we should consider doing another reality show." Justin's eyes widened in disbelief. "But Mama, you know how that turned out last time," he protested. "We can't go back to that circus." Mama June nodded, her expression grave. "I know it ain't ideal, but we're running out of options here, Justin," she said, her voice tinged with desperation. "We gotta do something to get back on our feet." Reluctantly, Justin nodded his agreement. "All right, Mama," he said, his voice resigned. "I'll start making some calls and see what I can come up with." And so, with a heavy heart, Mama June and Justin set out on a journey that would once again thrust them into the spotlight, for better or for worse. Chapter 3. A Second Chance. Despite their reservations, Mama June and Justin soon found themselves fielding offers from networks eager to capitalize on their notoriety. After weighing their options carefully, they eventually settled on a new reality show that promised to document their journey as they struggled to rebuild their lives from the ground up. As cameras rolled and producers barked orders, Mama June and Justin did their best to put on a brave face for the cameras. But behind the scenes, the strain of their newfound fame began to take its toll. "It ain't easy, Mama," Justin confessed one night as they sat in their cramped trailer, the noise of the set buzzing in the background. "All this attention, it's suffocating." Mama June nodded sympathetically, her heart aching for her son. "I know, honey," she said, her voice soft, "but we gotta stay strong for each other." And so they soldiered on, navigating the treacherous waters of reality TV with grit and determination. But as the days turned into weeks and the weeks turned into months, Mama June began to wonder if their newfound fame was worth the price they were paying. Chapter 4. The Price of Fame. As Mama June and Justin's reality show soared in the ratings, their bank account began to swell with newfound wealth. But with success came a whole new set of challenges as they found themselves besieged by hangers-on and opportunists eager to cash in on their fame. "It's like we're surrounded by vultures, Mama," Justin lamented one day as they sat in their lavish Hollywood mansion, the walls closing in around them. "Everyone wants a piece of us, but nobody really cares about us." Mama June nodded in agreement, her heart heavy with regret. "I know, honey," she said, her voice tinged with sorrow. "But we can't let them tear us apart. We gotta stick together, no matter what." And so they clung to each other, their bond growing stronger with each passing day. But as the pressures of fame threatened to tear them apart, Mama June began to wonder if it was all worth it. Chapter 5. Finding Redemption. In the end, it was love that saved them. Despite the temptations and pitfalls of fame, Mama June and Justin remained true to themselves, refusing to compromise their values for the sake of fortune and glory. As the cameras stopped rolling and the spotlight faded away, they returned to Messentire, where they rebuilt their lives on their own terms. It wasn't easy, but they knew that as long as they had each other, they could weather any storm. And so they lived, not as stars or celebrities, but as a family bound together by love and resilience. And in the end, that was all that truly mattered. Epilogue. A new beginning. As Mama June and Justin sat on the porch of their modest house, the Georgia sun sinking low in the sky, they knew that they had finally found peace. Despite the ups and downs of their journey, they had emerged stronger and wiser than ever before. "We made it, Mama," Justin said, his voice filled with pride. Mama June smiled, her heart full. "Yes, we did, honey," she replied, "and I wouldn't trade it for the world." And as they watched the sun dip below the horizon, casting the world in shades of gold and pink, they knew that no matter what the future held, they would face it together as a family. For in the end, that was all that really mattered.